Hi everyone, it's Cara Whedbee with Simply Magical Vacations by Cara, joining you from our road trip to Disneyland. Woohoo! Hopefully the signal will cooperate. It is very windy out here in Arizona. We are now in Pacific Standard Time because the whole state of Arizona does that in the summer. So there you go. We're on our way to Phoenix, which is our stop for tonight. We are trying to get there by 5 Pacific time to see the Star Wars Solo movie, which we have tickets to. So hopefully we'll get there in time. But right now I have an FNL for you, our Friday News Live show. And this one's live from the road. Here, let me show you what I'm seeing. A truck, grass, and way out there is the mountains. Way out there is the mountains. Do you see them? Right there. So, road trip in it, all the way to Disneyland. All right, so here's the news for today. First of all, we're going to start with Disneyland Paris, who had a ton of announcements because they had a big kind of meeting this last week where the top brass was telling everybody what's coming to Disneyland Paris and all the changes. First thing is Mickey's PhilharMagic is coming to the Disneyland Theater in Disneyland Paris. That's the one we have at Walt Disney World, and so that's exciting. And then Disneyland Hotel is going to enter a refurbishment in 2020 after the Hotel New York's refurbishment, which it's being rethemed to Marvel New York. So when the Disneyland Hotel is refurbished, it will receive a new theme that will bring characters back to the hotel. So that's exciting. The Mark Twain Riverboat is coming back to the rivers of the Far West in Disneyland Paris. Some effects right now on Big Thunder Mountain are having issues in Disneyland Paris, so the cast members know about it and they're working to fix these as quickly as possible. Those of you who are there now trying to ride Big Thunder Mountain. This September, the musical genre jazz will take over the Walt Disney Studios Park at Disneyland Paris during a nighttime event called Disney Loves Jazz. Guests can visit the Jazz Loves Disney in concert, meet jazzy Disney characters, and enjoy the parks and attractions in a festive way. 2 types of tickets are available for this. They are standard and premium. The standard ticket provides the event access, attraction access, and character meet and greets, and that costs 49 euros. The premium ticket also includes all of that plus the Jazz Loves Disney concert show, and that ticket is 69 euros. During this event, the small French equivalent of the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot is running at La Place des Remy, which is the Rendezvous Les Gourmands. The dates for that one is September 29th from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that's the dates for this lovely jazz concert in Disneyland Paris. Fan Days, also in Disneyland Paris, is a series of events especially created for fans. The inaugural party is set for Saturday, June 2nd. Hi, Jan. How's it going? You're not too far off from your Walt Disney World vacation. I hope you're excited. Let's see. Spirit jerseys are also coming to Disneyland Paris, so they are all excited out there for those. The Halloween Cavalcade is returning, which is a parade for them, to Disneyland Paris with a new float based on the Phantom Manor, which is kind of like their Haunted Mansion, with Mickey on it, who will pop out in 3 different costumes on the parade route. Their Halloween time at Disneyland Paris is going to be October 1st through November 4th. Mickey Mouse will also appear at his little house, and it's going to be called Mickey's Illusion Manor, where he will perform Halloween tricks from the steps of his house. The celebration continues into the holiday season at Disneyland Paris from November 10th to January 6th of 2019, when Mickey Mouse plays drums in Mickey's Christmas Big Band in the Walt Disney Studios Park. So that is all the Disneyland Paris announcements I have. That's a lot, because a lot happened for them this week. Next section of news is going to be for Disneyland, which is where I'm headed. Woo! New updates to Disneyland app are available now. So please update your Disneyland app if you have not already. And guess what? They're adding mobile ordering. And not just that, if you're an annual pass holder at Disneyland, you will get your annual pass holder discount to the restaurants on mobile ordering. You will also have access to allergy-friendly menus. So I'm hoping that Walt Disney World will take a lesson from Disneyland on this and add allergy-friendly menus to their mobile ordering, and also add discounts to their mobile ordering for annual pass holders. Next is Edna Mode is going to be doing a meet and greet. She's from The Incredibles. she's going to be coming to Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And at Disneyland, she'll be at Disney's California Adventure Park meeting guests. And in Disney World, she'll be at Tomorrowland in the incredible Tomorrowland Expo meeting guests. And she'll be there by June 15th. So we don't have an exact date on when she's starting, but I have seen her costume and it's really cute. So she's the newest meet and greet. And then Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the opening season has been announced. For those of you who have asked me for a 2019 quote, pay attention. If this was the reason you're wanting to go in 2019, you need to pay attention. And I have this on my page. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a video about it. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will open in summer of 2019 at Disneyland Resort and in late fall of 2019 in Walt Disney World Resort. So summer in Disneyland of 2019 is when Star Wars Land will open, and then late fall of 2019 in Walt Disney World is when Star Wars Land will open. That's for several reasons. Walt Disney World's construction is further behind schedule than Disneyland's. Number two, Walt Disney World is getting a Star Wars themed hotel that will connect to its land, and Disneyland will not have that. So that is causing a little bit of a delay as well. So if you're planning on a 2019 vacation, or you've sent me a request for a quote for a 2019 vacation and Star Wars Land is why you're wanting to go, you may want to consider Disneyland instead of Walt Disney World if you're wanting to go in the summer. If not, then you're going to want to go in the late fall, which could be anywhere from end of September through beginning of December. So we don't know exactly. So just wanted to let you know that. You may want to wait till 2020 if you're wanting to go for Star Wars Land in Walt Disney World. Okay, so that was announced this week. And then Pixar Pier in Disneyland opens June 23rd. The Lamplight Lounge, which was formerly the Cove Bar, has a new menu. So they've shared some of the new menu with us, but also it will still have those lobster nachos that were a favorite at the Cove Bar. But in addition to those, it's going to have California gastropub cuisine and cocktails. Apps are called shorts, since it's the Lamplight Lounge based on Pixar. So the shorts can include potato skins, carne asada rolls, which are a play on sushi but with strip steak, Fresno chili salsa, and a crema. Then they have some bigger bites that are going to be available on the new menu, featuring the spinach salad vegetarian entree that's going to have some mushrooms on it. And then the spicy chicken sandwich, which will have pineapple butter. Interesting. Then there's a budding artist menu, which is the kids menu, obviously, and it will have a PB&J sushi type roll with peanut butter rolled into a bread roll and then drizzled with jelly sauce. So that is some of the new menu at Lamplight Lounge in Disneyland on Pixar Pier, which again opens June 23rd. Max Pass is now available for me to book for you with your Disneyland package or your room-only room at Disneyland. As this is still at an intro price of $10 per person per day of tickets. Now here's the deal on this. I can start adding it May 31st to any packages online for Disneyland. The minimum number of tickets you have to get Max Pass is between 2 and 5 day tickets. They can either be base tickets at Disneyland or park hopper tickets. Disneyland does not sell longer than a 5-day park hopper or amount of tickets, just so you know. Let's see. All guests must have the same ticket type in the room, and all must have Max Pass or not. So if you decide to get it, everybody has to have it. And there are 16 new Fast Passes that are going to be available on the Max Pass now, including Pirates of the Caribbean and Small World, which have just been added. So that is out at Disneyland. What is Max Pass? There's a video for it on my feed here on how it works. But basically, it's on the Disneyland app, which, again, you need to update if you haven't. It allows you to make Fast Passes on your phone on the app instead of having to go to a Fast Pass kiosk and get a return time. To come back for that Fast Pass at Disneyland. Now, Disneyland does not allow advanced Fast Passes, so you have to get them day of, and you have to be standing in the park, and your ticket has to have been scanned before it will allow you to get your first Fast Pass. So that's how it works, and you can just get them on your phone if you have Max Pass. Also, Max Pass includes unlimited PhotoPass photos for that day that you have Max Pass, and if you have it for your whole stay, then it'll include PhotoPass photos for the whole stay. All right, next bit of news is Pixar Pier in Disneyland, which is in Disney's California Adventure Park, will have 4 neighborhoods. The first one is going to be called Incredibles Park. It's going to have the Incredicoaster and to be a mid-century modern design. The Incredicoaster was formerly California Screamin'. It is going to have a Toy Story Boardwalk neighborhood, which will have Toy Story Midway Mania, Jesse's Critter Carousel, which that one doesn't open until 2019, the Poultry Palace for a restaurant, and also Senor Buzz's Churros, where Buzz is stuck in Spanish mode serving this tasty treat. Then the third neighborhood is the Pixar Promenade. That one is going to have charming seaside promenade being inspired by classic turn-of-the-century boardwalks boardwalks. Pixar Pal Around is going to be there, which is used to be Mickey's Fun Wheel, and it will still have Mickey Mouse's face on the Paradise Bay side of the wheel. It will have 24 gondolas that have Pixar Pals on either side of them. So it's still the same ride, just rethemed, and Mickey's face is on the Pixar Bay side, or the Paradise Bay side, excuse me. It also will have games of the boardwalk. There are 4 game booths: Heimlich's Candy Corn Toss, Wall-E Space Race, La Luna Star Catcher, and Bullseye Stallion Stampede. There will also be a band shell for musical acts, and Bing Bong Sweet Shop, which will have saltwater taffy, rainbow cotton candy, among other things. There will also be an Angry Dogs that features Anger from Inside Out serving hot dogs. Then finally, the last neighborhood will be Inside Out headquarters. That will be on the west end of Pixar Pier. It will have a family-friendly attraction that will open at a later date, and they have not told us what that attraction will be yet. Now to Walt Disney World news. All right. As a test through June 2nd, the Transportation and Ticket Center will have guest relation services to Walt Disney World guests at Window 3 in the central area of the vacation planning booths at the Transportation and Ticket Center. This guest services spot will be open between 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. daily through June 2nd. So if you have a guest services need and you didn't know this, there is not a guest services location at the Transportation and Ticket Center. So they're testing this out. So that is where you park if you are parking for the Magic Kingdom, is the Transportation and Ticket Center. So now they will have guest services through June 2nd as a test to see if that's a good location for a guest services relations point to be, which I think that's a good spot for it. Next bit of news at Disney World, Beach Club Resort has ceramic painting on Wednesdays now from 1 to 4 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 4 to 9:30 p.m. if you want to do a fun little art project while you're at the Beach Club Resort. The new Walt Disney World Lost and Found website launched on May 21st, so that is now going. If you lose something while you're at Walt Disney World, you want to use that website to tell them so that cast members can look for you and update you on whether or not they found your item. Next bit of news is Special Olympics has announced that their Florida Summer Games will be at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in 2020. So it's going to be, or actually 2022. So it's going to be June 5th through 10th of 2022. The Special Olympics will be at Disney World. All Star Movies has a new Scene Stealer milkshake with a souvenir mug. It is a cookies and cream ice cream milkshake with chocolate covered cookie, a chocolate and caramel drizzle down the side of the cup, and is only $5.49, I believe. It's definitely a good deal for that kind of milkshake, and the souvenir mug makes it $9.99. So definitely something new to try at All Star Movies there at Walt Disney World. The Epcot International Festival of the Holidays had announced that it will return to Epcot November 18th to 30th of this year, or actually November 18th through December 30th of this year. The Candlelight Processional also is returning, which is the reading of the Christmas story with a live choir and orchestra and a celebrity narrator. That is returning to Epcot at the American Gardens Pavilion as well. And for the first time, it will open on Thanksgiving Day, November 22nd, and it will run through December 30th. There are also going to be 11 World Showcase pavilions with special holiday presentations. And then they will also have a special holiday presentation of Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, which is the fireworks show or the nighttime show at Epcot. Pixar Place in Hollywood Studios will close as soon as Toy Story Land opens on June 30th. That was to be expected. You will be able to meet Disney voice actress Jodie Benson, who is the voice of The Little Mermaid, at MegaCon, which is in Orlando right now over Memorial Day weekend, May 25th, 26th, and 27th. So if you're there, you can meet The Little Mermaid. Yay! The next bit of news is Disney has announced that for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in the Magic Kingdom this year, they will again offer 3 table service restaurants for dinner to party guests only. Those times are going to be from 6 to 9:30 p.m. each party night, and those restaurants are going to be Our Guest, Cinderella's Royal Table, and Crystal Palace. Those will be available on the dining plan, or you can pay out of pocket. Also, starting today at the Lego store in Disney Springs and Walt Disney World, master Lego builders, and this started at noon today, will be building, using the Force to build, a model of the Millennium Falcon, and they will be doing this all weekend long. So if you're there, go over to the Lego store in Disney Springs and you can watch master Lego builders build a replica of the Millennium Falcon. That's cool. Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom is going to have the incredible party, incredible Tomorrowland Expo, I think is what they're calling it, and it starts today. They're going to have super treats at this incredible Tomorrowland Expo. Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant will have the Dash Pizza, which is a Sicilian-style cheese or pepperoni pizza. Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe will be adding a superfood salad, which has kale, spinach, quinoa, avocado, blueberries, and pico de gallo on it. And they're also adding a super stretchy burger to honor Miss Incredible. And it will have a flame-grilled Angus beef patty piled high with deep-fried mozzarella cheese sticks, American cheese, bacon, and a garlic ranch sauce. Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies will also have Edna Mode's No Capes, Just Crepes Sundae. It will have two choices. You can either get a chocolate hazelnut crepe topped with ice cream and berries, or you can get a blackberry lavender jam crepe with ice cream and fruit-flavored cereal. Then the lunching pad is going to have a Miss Incredible pretzel mask, which is going to be a soft pretzel in the shape of Miss Incredible's mask with black salt and cheese sauce or mustard sauce to dip it in. They will also have Jack Jack cookies, which are mini chocolate chip cookies for your littlest ones to enjoy as part of the Tomorrowland Incredible Fest there. And then there's also going to be at all the snack carts in Tomorrowland a Frozone blue raspberry flavored snow cone. This fest runs from today, May 25th, all the way through September 3rd in Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom. There will also be a super dance party on the Rocket Tower Plaza stage, 2 to 7 p.m. daily. Next bit of news, not park news. ABC has canceled The Chew and expands the Good Morning America show to a third hour. This summer, they will be running reruns of The Chew until they get the new show started, or the new hour of Good Morning America started. Donald Glover's character, Lando Calrissian, might be getting his own standalone movie. At the Cannes Film Festival, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy said that they are planning or have plans in the works for Lando to have his own standalone movie after the release of Solo, which is releasing this weekend. And we're on our way to right now in Phoenix. And then finally, this is a Memorial Day weekend announcement for all our veterans out there. SeaWorld all across the country, so not just in Orlando, but in San Antonio and San Diego, wherever there's a SeaWorld park in the United States, beginning Thursday, May 24th through July 4th, they are offering U.S. veterans and up to 3 of their guests to enjoy free admission to SeaWorlds across the country. It's part of their Waves of Honor program, and to redeem those tickets, you need to go to wavesofhonor.com. You may not redeem these tickets at the park gate, so if you have not pre-purchased them online, you will not have the tickets. So make sure you go to wavesofhonor.com and reserve your tickets and print them out there if you would like to participate in this. Also, they already have a program going on where once a year, U.S. active duty military, activated or drilling reservists, or National Guardsmen once per year can take them and up to 3 guests and get free tickets or free admission to SeaWorld. And also those can be redeemed at www.wavesofhonor.com, like an ocean wave, because it's SeaWorld. So again, those tickets are only available online. So if you're wanting to take advantage of those, make sure you go online and get them before you go to a SeaWorld park. And that is all the news I have for today. So we're still on the road. We're in Arizona now, so I'm going to give you a look at what I'm seeing. There it is, in the desert, on a horse with no name. That's where we are, in the desert. There's mountains, it actually hasn't been that boring of a drive, you know? I mean, the mountains have been pretty interesting, and then there's all of these, what are they called, Tim? They're like safety zones? Safety corridors, which I'd never heard of, so I had to Google it. So it'll say, like, for the next 20 miles, you're in a safety corridor, and you have to have your lights on, and we didn't know what this was. But when I Googled it, it's apparently an area that has a lot of wrecks, and we saw why. It was so windy, you could see, like, little dust and dirt tornadoes out on the side of the road spinning up. And one of the sections had, like, a dust storm warning. If the lights were flashing, there was a dust storm warning. So definitely a lot of dust out here. Definitely a lot of sand, but also it's not too bad to look at. So that's it. That's all I have for you today on this Friday News Live road trip edition. So I've got my Pixar nails ready to go to Pixar Fest, thanks to Elegant Nails by Ashley. She did an amazing job, and you could see them on my page and guess which are which. I think Ava's my favorite. Ava. But of course I have The Incredibles, Nemo, the alien from Toy Story. Of course, my thumbs are the Pixar balls. And then Buzz Lightyear, Lightning McQueen, and Dory from Nemo. And then that's Woody. So if you didn't guess them all, that's what they are. So I will definitely be going live probably this weekend to show you different things on our trip. So, and also this week we'll be in Disneyland, and we're staying at the Paradise Pier Hotel, which has been rethemed for Pixar Fest. So I can't wait to show you those things as well. So just be watching my page for all of the latest updates. Talk to you later.